The person you love may not be the reason your relationship is falling apart. It could be you. And before you get defensive, hear me out. There are small things we do in relationships every single day, things that look like love, loyalty, compromise. But quietly, day by day, they're erasing the person you used to be. You start changing how you speak. You stop doing the things you used to enjoy. You become more careful, more available, easier to please. And here's the scary part. You probably won't notice you're losing yourself until the relationship starts to feel like the only thing you have left. So today I'm going to walk you through 8 signs that you're slowly losing yourself in your relationship. Stay with me until the end, because number 5 is one a lot of women don't see coming. Sign number 1. Their attention determines your self-worth. Now, this can be a beautiful thing when it's balanced, but when it isn't, it starts to look like this. A loving text makes your whole day. A dry reply, and suddenly you feel unwanted. They compliment you, you feel whole. They pull away, and now you're questioning your body, your personality, even your value as a person. Here's the truth. That reaction usually comes from a fear of rejection and a deep need for approval. And over time, it teaches your nervous system that your worth isn't something you carry with you. It's something you have to earn every single day from someone else. Your worth was never meant to fluctuate with someone else's mood. Sign number 2. You can't answer a simple question. What do you want? Not what would make them stay, not what would avoid another argument, not what's best for the relationship. What do you want? If that question makes you uncomfortable or your mind just goes blank, that might be the strongest sign on this entire list. Knowing yourself starts with a clear sense of who you are outside of anyone else. And that means checking in with your own needs, your own opinions, your own passions regularly, not just when it's convenient. If you've forgotten how to answer for yourself, that's not a small thing. That's a signal. Sign number 3. You've started editing your personality to keep the peace. You used to be outspoken. Now you're easygoing. You used to ask questions. Now you stay quiet. You rehearse your texts before you send them. You soften every sentence because you don't want them to get angry, distant, or cold. Here's what's really happening. You're not communicating anymore. You're managing their reactions. And there's a difference between keeping the peace and slowly disappearing to maintain it. Sign number 4. You change your outfit because they might not like it. You hesitate before posting a photo. You reconsider a haircut. You ask what they think before making the smallest personal decisions. Somewhere along the way, their opinion became louder in your head than your own. It's okay to value what your partner thinks, but when their voice replaces yours completely, you're no longer making choices. You're just seeking approval. Before we get into sign number 5, if this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit subscribe and drop a like. Now let's continue. Sign number 5. You don't see your friends or family the way you used to. You keep telling yourself, I've just been busy, but somehow you're always available for your partner. Your messages to your best friend go unread for days. You miss birthdays. You cancel plans the second your partner becomes free. This one matters because pulling away from the people who knew you before the relationship is one of the clearest warning signs of an unhealthy pattern, especially when it isn't fully your choice. Your circle isn't competition for your relationship. It's part of what keeps you whole. Sign number 6. You stopped doing the things you loved and you barely even noticed. The gym, reading, dressing up for no reason, that hobby you used to talk about for hours, going out with no occasion at all. Nobody necessarily told you to stop. Your world slowly shrank down to the relationship one small decision at a time. And somewhere in there, you started needing their approval for choices you used to make on your own, without a second thought. Protecting your own interests isn't selfish. It's one of the most practical ways to hold on to who you are. Sign number 7. You automatically say, I don't mind, when you actually do. Where should we eat? I don't mind. What movie? Anything you want. Are you upset? No, I'm fine. You keep swallowing your own preferences because disagreeing feels more dangerous than disappointing yourself. That's the quiet cost of people-pleasing. You focus so much on keeping the peace, on meeting their needs, that your own needs get pushed further and further down the list until you forget they were ever there. And sign number 8, you check their mood before deciding how you're allowed to feel. They come home quiet and suddenly you're anxious. Before you speak, joke, ask a question, or bring up something that's bothering you, you study their face first, like you're reading the weather. When your emotional state starts depending entirely on theirs, you're not just being considerate anymore. You've handed them the wheel to your own inner world. If you saw yourself in even 2 or 3 of these signs, I want you to hear this gently. You didn't lose yourself overnight, and you're not broken for it. Losing yourself in love is rarely dramatic. It happens quietly, one small compromise at a time, all in the name of keeping something you care about safe. But here's what I want you to remember. A relationship should be a space where you become more of who you are, not less. Real love doesn't ask you to shrink. It makes room for you to stay whole. You are allowed to have preferences. You are allowed to have friends outside the relationship. You are allowed to want things for yourself, separate from anyone else. That's not selfish. That's simply you, still being you. If this video described you, take it as a gentle wake-up call, not a reason to panic. Start small. Answer one question honestly today. What do you actually want? And if you found this helpful, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video, where we'll talk about how to actually start finding yourself again inside your relationship. Take care of your heart, and I'll see you in the next one.